Hi, I'm Megan, and today let's talk about dressing up for Christmas, for New Year's, but using the items that we already have in our closet instead of going out to buy another festive holiday outfit that we will wear once or maybe twice and then not wear throughout the year. Just thinking about like the items that I have in my closet, how can I restyle those to make them more holiday appropriate, but also something that I can wear throughout the year and not have it feel like it's a Christmas outfit or a New Year's outfit. And so these are just general style principles and style ideas using texture, pattern, and color. And Christmas is more than red and green. I know that's generally what we see. So we will be doing some outfits just for some general inspiration ideas outside the box of red and green. But let's start with red and maybe some green. So I have a red sweater, and then for it does have a little bit of texture. It's probably a little hard to see, but it's got some ribbing down it. And then also some texture down with the skirt. It's got like a little bit of texture to it. It's really hard to see, but there is some shimmer to it. And then also with the shoes, there's a little bit of sparkle with that. So then we're getting texture and the sort of sparkly, which we all always want when we are holiday dressing. So just kind of a basic outfit with the red to make it more Christmassy, but with the texture on the sweater and on the skirt. And then how about we do it with some green? So let's do a scarf. See if the scarf looks okay with it. I'm feeling very Christmassy. I'm feeling really Christmassy with this. And I'm not sure I like it. Does it feel like too Christmassy, too much? So let's try a black scarf to go with it. And this one, you can kind of see it is got some texture to it as well. It's a little bit more of an open weave. Plus, it's Florida, so most of my looks are not going to be these big, heavy sweaters or tights or anything like that, just because, again, it's Florida. It gets pretty warm. So do black and red. I don't know, is this 290s? Remember all the black and the red everywhere? But I think I like this more than I like it with the green. I think this is a yes for maybe like an office party, a pretty slightly casual kind of a get together. But I like this one. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so what about a little more casual with the same red sweater? How about with some jeans? I'm gonna skip the shoes for this one. I would probably wear the same black ones because they have a little bit of sparkle to them. Kind of boring. Tuck it in a little. And you know what? Whenever I have belt loops, I always try and wear a belt. Otherwise, it seems like it's unfinished. All right, so not Christmas, but what about a cow print belt? Let's see how that looks. And if you have a leopard print belt, that might look really good with this as well. Or even just a plain black, but with a really awesome belt buckle. I bet you that would look really great too. I love these jeans. I did find them at a thrift store, but I think they're originally from maybe Target. It's called Knox Rose, I think. Kind of like this. And then for a little bit more texture, put your scarf back on. Easy, pretty casual, but a little bit of interest with the belt and with the scarf and with the scarf here. Why do I not have words today? I don't know what's happening. I like this one. And it would look even cute if it's like really cold out instead of wearing the like little bit of heel loafers to maybe do boots. If you're up north, then there's going to be snow or sleet or whatever. And then I know we want to dress warm for being outside, but if your party is going to be inside, do you really need to have like 3 layers of clothes on to be able to feel comfortable? If you're going to be inside, then maybe you might get a little bit too warm and then you're going to be taking layers off. So to be thinking about that as well. Again, it's Florida, so it's not going to be super cold here probably. So I just like to try and figure out different outfits and then figure out what would I wear if it's this temperature, if it's really cold, if it's a little bit warmer than expected. There have been Christmases where I've worn shorts. I know that's a problem, a Florida problem. But so let's try the next look. How about adding pattern instead of just texture and color? So we're gonna do, again, it's another black and white outfit, but pattern with the stripes. And then this skirt has a little bit of a texture to it. I know it's gonna be really hard to see. So it has sort of like this waffle pattern to it. Or then what if we wanna do like another kind of pattern to it? You can go and get tights, or if you have tights or anything. I got these at Target. And so they just have the little bit of polka dot on there. So let's see how that looks. Right, I forgot how much I hate putting tights on. Might be hard to see, but to have it with a little bit of a pattern down on the legs, the texture on the skirt, and then the stripes. I actually really like this. I know it's boring because it's black and white. So can always add a green scarf if you want. That's what's great about black and white, is that everything will go. What about if we did a necklace instead? So I've had this necklace like forever. I think I've had it since I was like 12. And then I just found this one not too long ago. I like all of the colors with it, and it just kind of reminded me of like Christmas tree lights. So let's see, which one will we like better? I don't know. I like this with the colors. It makes it seem festive, but I don't know. Is it not long enough? I don't know. There's things like it feels like there's something off with it. Let's try the other one. I don't know. I think I like this one better. Catches the light. It's not quite as festive as the other one, but I think it hits in a better spot with like proportion. I think I like this one. What do you think? Do you like this one or the other one better? All right, let's try the next. So what about cashmere? Cashmere sweater or a cashmere blend. It just feels so great on your skin. It has that slight texture look to it. And then these are pretty much going to be non-standard Christmas colors, but like gray pants. And it's going to be really hard to see, but there is a little bit of like a texture to it. It looks like there's a weave through it. And so it gives it like this slightly nice grayish, pinkish to it, and then just tuck it in. And then normally I like to have pretty kind of clean, but I liked the little buttons down the sides that make it look sort of like sailor pants. And then if we wanted to do maybe a little bit more gray, not super Christmassy, but still kind of festive, a little bit dressed up, but not too much. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't go to cocktail parties, so I don't really need a cocktail dress. But I do feel a little bit more dressed up. And especially if you don't like skirts or dresses, pants, when they're like this with a little bit of detail, can make it look a little bit more elevated. I don't particularly like that word, but I guess it's the best word to use. And always there's outerwear. Outerwear in Florida, not really needed, but I did find this vintage coat years ago. I love this coat. I don't know anything about this brand at all. Maybe not the exact right green for Christmas, but it's super comfortable. It fits well. And then depending on how cold it is outside, you can either leave the lining in or you can zip it out. And then it's just a slightly lighter outer coat. I always love like Kate Middleton and her outerwear, but yeah, it's Florida and we don't really get a chance to be doing that at all here. But outerwear, always a really good kind of layer to make it feel more festive or a little bit more fancy. Let's use fancy. Another cashmere sweater. I'm getting a little warm. It's like 70 degrees in Florida. I know like anybody up north is probably annoyed at me by keeping saying that, but I just want to let you know I'm sweating here. All to get ready for Christmas for you and for me. So if you want to still do gray, but want to maybe make it look a little more festive instead of just white cashmere, which by the way, I love white cashmere. It just looks so fantastic. But what about a skirt or a pair of pants in gray? And then you can see in here, it's got like a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, and there's some stuff that looks purple to me, but even though it might not be purple mixed together with this skirt or with the sweater, you might not be able to tell that it doesn't match exactly, and that's fine. For this one, we are hitting all of the things that we were going for. Color, the texture. Again, texture, cashmere just feels fantastic and it looks just soft and cozy. And then the pattern on the skirt, ignore the no shoes, I've given up on that. So can tuck the sweater if you want. What about, I like scarves, but I hardly ever wear them. But what about one that's like same purple? It's got a little bit of like gold in there. And you can throw it around. What if, could even put it in our hair and make like a little headband. I'm always really bad about that. I always end up tying my hair into it. Let's try it. So I just take it and then I twist it around itself, tighten it a little bit, bring it back down, and then tie it underneath. And then if you need it or if you need help for it staying better on your head, just a couple of bobby pins, and that will help. That'll help keep it in place. So again, not exactly match. You've got some sparkle, color, texture, pattern. I'm liking this. I'm liking this outfit. All right, so on to cotton. Cotton sweater, a light green. It's got like a little bit of texture to it. I don't think you would really want to call this pattern. It's like green and white in there. This is a J. Crew sweater that I found with tags still on it in a consignment store. I think it was originally like $80 or $90 and I paid like $12. So this is one of my favorite sweaters. It's so comfortable. But you can wear it not just for Christmas. It's actually, I've worn it throughout the year. It's wonderful. And then just pair it with white jeans. This seems kind of Christmassy, maybe more so for Florida than elsewhere. And again, we have belt loops. So let's put our cow print belt back on. That might look good. Get a little bit of pattern, the texture, and then you could wear cute boots. I don't know, I feel like it needs something. This is cream, it's not exactly white. Yes? No? Does it need another belt? I don't know. I like cow print. But if you have a leopard print or a cheetah print, any animal print, I think it would look great. What about outerwear? How about a leather jacket? Let's try it with this. Now, I know you're like white and cream and who knows what color this is. What would you call this leather? Pretty muted, kind of. It's not a tonal because it's not all white. You've got that color thrown in, but we've got the color, the pattern, the texture with the coat. It's a leather jacket, a little bit of texture with the sweater. And then you know what? This has like a little bit of like a chevron. It's probably really hard to see. And then it's got a little bit of like gold, like sparkle in it. I'm feeling festive. Maybe this, if it's cooler, this might be the outfit. All right, so maybe a more Christmassy kind of a color with sort of like a berry color sweatshirt. This one's gonna be a little more dressed down. So maybe more for, I'm going to open presents with my family and they have little ones. And I don't want to be too overdressed, but I want to be comfortable and warm and still slightly festive, and also have the possibility of having food smeared on you. What about a sweatshirt? Like this raspberry, is this a raspberry color sweatshirt? I'm not really sure what this color is. It's beautiful and it's super soft. It's comfortable. So you've got that color. It doesn't have a whole lot of texture to it. It's a sweatshirt. But what about if we do pattern? We'll get our trusty belt back out. I think cow print and leopard print or cheetah print is considered a neutral. Like, I think it looks good with blue and red, and actually I like it with this raspberry color too. Do the ever-present like French tuck, front tuck, a little bit of a hint, fancy with the belt. What if we have a scarf too on our way in, just in case it's cold? This one has some texture to it. It's multiple colors. Obviously, I got this a while ago. I don't think ombre is still a thing, but I like it. So, and then it's got a little bit of shimmer to it as well, which I always like. Do we feel festive in this outfit? I do. It's like relaxed. It's casual. I can be inside, outside. I'm still going to be warm and cozy, wearing boots, maybe. I don't know. It's Florida. I might end up wearing flip-flops. So in addition to cashmere, you're going to want to have silk. And I'm not big with button-down shirts, a few of them, but they always feel too like stiff or structured or restrictive to me. I buy them, I try them. Just like with blazers, everyone's like, oh, it's a must-have, but for me, it's not a must-have. But a silk button-down, like now we have the texture. Silk feels so amazing on your skin. It's totally worth it to get a silk shirt or silk skirt if you can find them in the thrift store. If not, I have such a hard time finding 100% silk shirts and never found a silk skirt in the thrift stores. So I did buy this one from Lily Silk. It was worth the money in my opinion. I didn't steam it for this video, so please ignore the wrinkles in it. But what about a pretty dressed down one with our ever-present cow print belt? White. You could even do black pants if you wanted, or if you had purple pants. I like purple at Christmas time, or blue. Blue is a really great. Blue and white together looks fantastic. So if you wanted to make it more of a Christmas kind of a look, we have some scarves. I know you're shocked. You're like, scarves? What? No. So here's some more pattern and some color. Might not look the best with the cow print, but I like this scarf. I feel like that this is my Christmas scarf. It's red, it's green, it's white, it's the plaid. I like it. But what if you want to do like maybe less Christmassy kind of a look and more just like festive? What about blue? I have a ton of scarves. I just have them piled up over here. This one is unfortunately 100% polyester, but I loved the color. So again, you could do it around your neck like that. Maybe button up the shirt one more. Depends on what you feel comfortable with or how cold it is. Again, I don't really ever think about that. But then it looks kind of like a tie. I also liked it because it's got like this kind of asymmetrical end to it. So there's comes more to a point there. But the two colors together, the white and the blue, look really great in my opinion. I love this kind of like ice blue color, or if you have like a light pink or something like that, that would look great as well. If you're wanting it to be maybe a little bit brighter colors, but still that kind of plaid look, do it in pink. I know pink is not a typical Christmas color. But do you remember, do people still do the pink and the white in the on the Christmas trees? But then with the plaid, I like this actually. I like this one. All right, hopefully that's not making too much clicking noise, but put on our Christmas tree light necklace. And what I like about this is that you can rearrange it, like make it look like it's multiple, it's just different lengths. And I like that look. And then you could even stack more necklaces with it if you want. I pretty much wore the same earrings throughout, pretty much no jewelry, just my watch and my ring. But if you have fancy Christmas earrings or red or green, I have those. Let's get those. All right, so how about green? Do green earrings if you have them. Or red. These have little bows. It's supposed to look like a gift, but I like them. I feel like I can wear them even if it's not Christmas time. And then you have a little pop of color up top. With this necklace, I think that the green ones go better rather than the red ones. But if I wasn't wearing this necklace, I think the red would look great, and then have maybe like a red scarf. I think that it's pretty festive look and minimal effort with something that you probably already have in your closet or something similar. If you have any ideas or any suggestions for what to pair together, or your plans for holiday dressing using your own clothes in your closet, no shopping, and just restyling your basics, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Have a great holiday.